Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to review the Jeffree Star Cosmetics You Better Work Velour Liquid Lipstick Collection. In this pretty pink metallic chrome box, you get 8 liquid lipsticks. This is what the box looks like, but anyways, I'm just gonna get right into the swatches for you guys. First, I'm going to remove the lipstick that I was wearing. It's not one of the lipsticks from this collection, but I am just gonna apply chapstick, and I am gonna go ahead and get started off with Butt Naked. Okay, so this shade is like a peachy nude, and this was a shade that I wasn't expecting to love because I felt like it was gonna be a little too light for my skin tone, but like I actually love the way this shade looks on me, and it goes on very opaque and easy, and to be honest, it is just perfect and I love it, and I am just in love with this shade. Like, I thought I was gonna hate it, but I don't. Like, I actually love it and it is just perfect. I'm just gonna do a kiss test on my hand, and there's just a little tiny transfer, but not too much. Next is the shade Calabasas. Okay, you guys, so like this shade is just perfect. Like, I literally just used one swipe and it is just super opaque, as you guys can see. Like, this formula so far is bomb as fuck. Like, I'm not even lying to you guys. I am just obsessed with this shade and I am just so fucking lit. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, when I tried this, I was just dancing and I was happy because I love this formula and it was just so perfect. This shade was just perfect. Okay, so before I do the kiss test, I'm just gonna grab I'm Shook from the collab that Manny did with Jeffree, and that was the one with the black lid. I'm just gonna swatch both of them right next to each other because a lot of people thought these shades were the same, if not like too similar, but I swatched Calabasas first and now I'm swatching I'm Shook, and to me they are two different shades. I'm Shook is kind of more of a like strawberry watermelony kind of tone to it, and then Calabasas is kind of like a dusty rose, and they are two different shades. Like, you can tell. Look, I'm Shook is just a little more red, and then Calabasas is just a little more pink, and they are two different shades, and I just wanted to swatch them for you guys so you guys can see the difference. And now time for the kiss test, and there is nothing on my fingers. So next is the shade Venus Flytrap. Okay, so this is not your everyday typical go to a club, go to a meeting type of shade, but it is a very pretty color, I think. Like, as I was applying it, it went on a little sheer, but that's okay because I just tried a second coat, and with the second coat, it just went on opaque, and it's just so good. Like, you can actually layer this shade and your lips won't get cracky, dry, flaky. Like, it's actually perfect, and this is me applying the second coat, and it actually looks so good. Like, this shade is actually bomb as fuck. I also am wearing it as eyeliner, and I'm also gonna insert the clip of me applying it as eyeliner, and you guys are gonna see that this shade is just so bomb. Like, I love it. Like, I am not mad at it. I know it's a crazy color, like not your everyday color, but it is actually very pretty. So here I am adding a second layer to the eyeliner, and it's a must to add a second layer or like a second coat with this shade, but it's okay because this shade does not crack. Like when you add a second coat, it just goes on perfect, and it just makes the color more vibrant, and it's good. It does not crack like on your lips or on your eyes. So after the shade Venus Flytrap, I was actually feeling myself that I had to add more highlight. This is by Jeffree Star and the Manny MUA collab, and the shade is Eclipse. Like, oh my god, I was just lit. Now it's time for the kiss test, and it passed. There's nothing on my hand. The next shade is Family Jewels. Okay, you guys, so far, like all the shades that I've tried are bomb. Like, again, with this shade, I also just used one layer, and it was just opaque, and like one layer, you guys, that's all it took. Like, I just love this formula. It is just bomb. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It is just perfect, and this shade is just perfect. Like, if you had to buy any shade from the collection, I would suggest you buy Family Jewels, because I think it'll look great on everybody. Like, it's just perfect. It's like a milk chocolate with like a reddish undertone to it. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, this shade is just bomb, and I am just, so far, I am in love with this collection. So now for the kiss test, and this also passes the kiss test. Next shade is Hunty. Okay, so this shade is a nude. Like, it's just a perfect nude for my skin tone. It kind of matches my skin tone, but not too much, which kind of makes it a perfect nude for my lips. This shade did go on a little like Venus Flytrap did. I did have to add a second layer, but I am not mad at it, because when I added the second layer, it felt comfortable on the lips. It did not get cracky, it did not get flaky, it did not get sticky. It just felt so good on my lips. Like, I didn't feel like I was wearing anything. It felt so comfortable. Okay, so now it's time for the kiss test, and this shade does not pass the kiss test, but I did just add a second layer, and that could be the reason why. But yeah, just showing you guys the outcome of it on my hand. Next is the shade You Better Work. So just letting you guys know right now that my favorite color is purple, any kind of purple. This looks pink, purple, magenta, like whatever, but I love purple. My favorite lipstick is from MAC, and the shade is Heroin, and You Better Work reminds me of the shade Heroin from MAC. Like, I love purples, and I love this shade. Like, you also have to like layer it, but that is not a problem with this formula so far. And even with this shade, it was just perfect. Like, I was able to layer it, and it went on opaque, a little sheer in the beginning, but with the second layer it was opaque, and it was just perfect. And the kiss test, this shade also passes the kiss test. So the shade You Better Work does stain the lips, as you can see right now. I thought you guys should know. Alright, next is the shade Flamboyant, and this is a metal in the collection, and a metal lip. Metal, it just doesn't sound right, but anyways, yeah, this is kind of like a coral, pinky, peachy kind of shade, and it has like a little shine to it, and I love this shade. It is perfect as well. So now I'm just gonna do the kiss test, and when I do it, there is a little something on my lips, but I mean on my hand, but it's just a little something. So the next metal in the collection, which is the last one, there's only 2 metals, which is Flamboyant and Candy Ass. But anyways, this is just like the perfect metal. Like, oh, I just love this collection. Like, it's just perfect. This shade is just so awesome. It's like pink and it has glitter and it's just perfect. Like, I loved this entire collection. Like, it was just the perfect collection. Like, I'm telling you guys, this collection is bomb, and this shade is bomb. Flamboyant is bomb. Family Jewels is perfect. Hunty, I just loved them all. But anyways, I love this metal, and I'm about to be extra as fuck. Like, I'm gonna show you how extra I'm about to be. So before I show you guys how extra I'm about to be, I'm gonna do the kiss test, and the only thing with this one, when I kissed my hand, there was just glitter on my hand. Okay, so picking up the shade, no, not the shade, the highlight Pink Heart from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, I am just gonna apply that on top of Candy Ass, and this is just gonna make this lip pop even more. Like, it's gonna make it more pop-in. Like, I like adding highlights on top of liquid lips, and especially on metal liquid lips. They just make the lip everything, and they just make it pop in. Like, you guys should try this. It's just perfect. So this is what Candy Ass looks like whenever you are being extra by adding highlight on top of it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching.